Hello everyone, my name is Katie, I'm the Introverted Reader, and today's video might get a little controversial because this video is going to be about series that I did not like or did not finish and will never ever finish because I didn't like them. So just little disclaimer at the beginning of the video: if I mention a favorite series of yours, if I mention a book that you really liked, then I can only apologize, don't take it seriously. It is just my opinion. If you really love any of the books that I'm about to mention, then fair play to you, my friend. You can like what you like. But these ones, the majority of them I have actually read, like they're parts of series, so I've read at least one or two books in this series, apart from one, I think. No, two actually. I'm just looking at my list. It's over here. But the first one that I want to talk about that I will not finish because I just cannot is The Raven Boys by Maggie Stiefvater. And okay, I've gone on a journey with The Raven Boys, I'll be honest with you, because I read the first one quite a long time ago and I thought that the plot was just really confusing. I wasn't feeling it, so I gave up. But then something in me was just like, you know what? Give The Raven Boys another chance. Just like read it again. You're in a different place now, and just try it again. Just something in me wanted to give it another chance because it's a really popular series here out on the booktube space. So I did. I reread the first one and I actually quite liked it, so I had hope. But then I read the second one, and then after reading the second one, I was like, what? Okay. But then the second one kind of ended on a cliffhanger, so I got into the third one and I ended up reading the third one. I only had the fourth one left, but I will not cave and I will not read The Raven King because Blue Lily Lily Blue sucked. Let me just be completely point blank, period, honest with you, okay? I did not enjoy Blue Lily Lily Blue whatsoever. I could not get into it. She focused so much on the characters that the plot just was non-existent and I did not understand what was happening, so I gave up. So yes, that's probably an unpopular opinion, but don't care. The next one is the Truth Witch series by Susan Dennard. Now, I've gone on a journey with Truth Witch as well. I read the first one, thought it was okay. I think I gave it 3 stars. And then I read the second one. Well, actually, I listened to the second one. I got the audiobook of the second one because I had other books that I wanted to read physically. So I just got it on ebook, or not on ebook, on audio. And oh my word, Wind Witch was so bad. Wind Witch was so boring. Like, I just couldn't. I think I got pretty far into it. I think I got maybe over 200 pages and I was getting through it quickly. Like, it was easy enough to read, I'll give it that. But nothing was happening and I didn't care about any of the characters and I was just getting no joy. And when you're not getting any joy from reading, what's the point in reading at all? Am I right? So we got rid of Truth Witch and Wind Witch, and I had the other book in the series and I had the novella as well, but I ended up just getting rid of them all because I was just like, bye, I don't need you anymore. So got rid of them. Now the next one I have written down is DC Icons, and if you've been around, Leigh Bardugo had written a book about Wonder Woman, Sarah J Maas got Catwoman, Marie Lu got Batman, and I can't remember the author that was going to write this, that had written the Superman book, like Matt something. I feel really bad not remembering his name. But I have Wonder Woman and I have Catwoman. I haven't read them yet. But those two are the only ones that I'm going to read. I'm not going to read Batman and I'm not going to read Superman because I just cannot stand either of them. They're probably my least favourite superheroes just ever. Although people would argue that Batman's not a superhero, he's a vigilante. I don't care what he is, alright? I don't like him. I don't like Batman at all. And Superman, just in my opinion, just looks really arrogant, in my opinion. He just looks like one of those guys that every time you say something, he has to mansplain it back to you, even though what you just said is exactly what he said. You know what I mean? He just looks really, really arrogant. So I will not be reading Superman or Batman, but I have Catwoman and Wonder Woman on my shelf, so I might get around to reading them eventually. The next one that I actually read years ago. This is like an OG young adult series that came out a long time ago. It's The Morganville Vampires by Rachel Kane, and I think, if I remember rightly, there was like over 10 books in that series, well, close to 10 anyway. And I remember reading that in sort of like post-Twilight days. I'd read Twilight. I think I was in between Mortal Instruments or something, and I was just looking for a dark and angsty vampire read because I was in my angsty emo phase and I just needed my fix, okay? So I got The Morganville Vampires, and I think I got to either book 5 or 6, but I just could not take it anymore. I hated all the characters. Well, 2 characters in particular that were complete and utter hypocrites. And our main character, like the main girl, was bullied so bad by like some other like popular girls that she went to school with, and her parents had basically shipped her off to this town to go to college. And she was bullied so bad by these other girls, like really, really bad. Like they would wait for her, they would beat her up really bad, and no one did anything about it. Like just because the girl that was doing it to her was really popular, and they're all like, oh, don't mess with her, don't mess with her. She's too popular. She has the skull in the palm of her hand. I don't care who she is. A bully is a bully, and nothing was done about it. And it spoke to me because I was bullied for a long time. Like I was never beaten up or anything, thank you Jesus, but I was definitely teased and just made fun of a lot, and I just felt her pain, and because nothing was done about it, it hit home with me. And as well, it was just not good. I just wasn't enjoying it. Like I didn't like the characters, and I didn't care about the plot, and it seemed to be that every single book seemed to be the same recycled storyline every single time, so it was just really boring. So there's that. The next one is the Mistborn series by Brandon Sanderson. I'd read what was the first one called? The Final Empire. I'd read that. And then I read Well of Ascension, and I did really, really like both of them. And I had it in my head to read Hero of Ages. I was just like, I need to read Hero of Ages. I need to. But to be honest, I just lost interest. I was just like, I just don't care anymore. I'm just not in the headspace to be reading such heavy fantasy right now. And, and to be honest, I don't know. I'm on the fence about Brandon Sanderson about some things. I was told he could be a little problematic. I don't know if that's true. Someone somewhere told me that he was homophobic, but that's take that with a grain of salt. I don't know if that's true, but I'm on the fence with Brandon Sanderson. If I'm honest, I just don't think I want to read any of his books for a while. So yeah, there's that. And no hate to anyone that loves Mistborn, no hate to anyone that loves Brandon Sanderson. Just like I said at the beginning, you do you. We accept everyone here. So. And the next one is a series that I have not read, but to be honest, I just have no intention. I just don't see the appeal whatsoever, and that is Outlander by Diana Gabaldon. This is a very, very well-loved series, and it's a very, very popular TV show. I get that. It's very, very popular, and every American girl now wants a Scottish dude as a boyfriend. That's another issue. But yeah, I got the first book, right? Outlander. I got the first book, and I remember getting it and being like, you know what? I'll read it and see what the crack is. But then I kind of lost interest in reading the book, and I was just like, you know what? Some people, like, I'll just do what I did with Game of Thrones. Like, I don't have to read the books. I'll just watch the TV show because everyone was talking about the TV show. So I got myself up, and I watched the first episode, and yeah, I couldn't get into it. I just, like, there was a scene where Claire and her husband in their time they were walking through this like old derelict building, and she sits up on like this metal desk thing, and I was just like, that has like 3 legs on it, sweetheart. How are, like, that is gonna break. And they were on their honeymoon, and one minute they're talking, and next minute he has his head in between her legs, and they're just doing it in the middle of this derelict building. And I'm like, okay, like, I'm not a prude by any means whatsoever. Like, I've read smut, I watched Game of Thrones, goodness sake, but like, I was just, and Jamie, no offense, but I don't see the appeal in Jamie Fraser at all. I'm probably gonna get into so much trouble for this video, but I am giving you my honest to God opinions, and that is all they are. They're just opinions. But anyway, again, so no, I will not be going near Outlander anytime soon. 3 more, okay? Next one, Selection series. I read the original trilogy, right? I read the Selection, I read the Elite, and I read the One. And they're fun. Like, they're fun, young adult trash. You know what I mean? But in a good way. They're entertaining. You get through them. But then there was like another 3 books that came out after the One. And these series were about America Singer's daughter, who was now going through her own selection. And I just heard nothing but like bad things. Like, I kept hearing that she was an awful main character, she was a terrible human being, that she was just really mean and just a complete bitch to everyone, and the guy one of the guys that was in her selection really liked her, but she just kept treating him like dirt all the time, yet he still kept coming back. And I was like, do you know what? Not here for it, not here for it. So, haven't gone near it. Maybe I will in the future. Like, I might get it onto my Kindle just to see what the crack is. Like, maybe in a few months from now, I'll be here sitting doing a wrap-up or a TBR, and I'll be like, guys, I caved. But that will not be happening anytime soon. The next one is actually one that I recently, well, the first book of which I recently read for the readathon, and that was the Slated trilogy by Terry Terry. I still have the first book. It's sitting in a pile next to me. It's going to be leaving this house and either going to the library or a used bookstore or something. I don't have time for her in this house. If you watched my wrap-up video for the readathon, you'll know that I just didn't overly enjoy it. I thought the main character was really annoying. I thought the plot kind of went a little dry, and I just had so many questions, and for a book as thick as it was, there was so much of it that didn't need to be in there, so shan't be reading the rest of it. And the last one is another trilogy, and that is the Gentleman Bastard sequence by Scott Lynch. I read The Lies of Locke Lamora, and I did really like it, but I ended up DNFing Red Seas Under Red Skies because the plot went really, really dry, and I really liked the characters. I really, really liked Locke Lamora as a character, but I need plot as well. Like, it's not enough just to have character development for me. I need both. Like, I know people that can live without one or the other, but like, I need character development and I need a decent plot to go along with it, because the character development is hit or miss for me. Like, even if the character is that bit annoying, if the plot is still there, then I'll be all right. But other than that, no, just wasn't there for me. So that's pretty much it. Those are all the series or trilogies or books that I have not read or have read and will not finish. Yeah, that's them all. I kind of let loose a little bit in this video. I had some frustrations to get out, as you can probably tell, but again, everything I said is simply my opinion. If I mentioned your favorite book, please don't take it personally. Again, it's just my opinion. Now, I want you to leave down in the comments a book or a series or a trilogy that you read and did not like and will not continue on. You can say House of Night, you can say whatever PC Cast book, whatever, I don't care. Like, she may be my favorite author, she's all over there, but I understand her books are not for everyone. You can name and shame all my favorites, I don't care. You can say shatter me, I won't take offense. So leave down there in the comments books that you read or look at and think, no fam, will not be reading you. Anyway, please follow me on Instagram, please follow me on Twitter, please like, comment and subscribe. I am Katie, the Introverted Reader, and I will see you next time. Bye!